Hello guys, I am back with our Shogun 2 Total War commentary, and this time I'll be actually fielding the Shogun 2 Total War army myself. Now you guys will be probably wondering why I used the Shogun 2 Total War original over the Fall of the Samurai. Well, I simply just got bored of the Fall of the Samurai, and I really don't like the Napoleon style of battle. So I decided to go with the Shogun 2 Total War army, knowing that they have much more disadvantage over the Fall of the Samurai. By the way, this map is Iwaki Foothills and is much favorable to the Shogun to Fall the Samurai, like my opponent here. Scout Lance Tachinoba or something like that. He's camping with his Armstrong gun over here, and he can just line up his infantry over here, so he can take some nice shots while Shogun 2 original units have a really bad advantage since you'll have to climb up the hill like this. So this is a really good map for these guys. And sending my Yari Cavs, 2 Yari Cavs over here, and my other 2 Yari Cavs over here. Anyways, my opponent brings 3 Imperial Guard Infantry, 4 Chevron, 4 Chevron, a 5 Chevron over here, and another 4 Chevron. And he also has Imperial Guard Cavalry hidden somewhere over here. So he brings some very elite units. And he's going to do some damage over here because I do a really failed charge on his Imperial Guard Cavalry infantry. I don't really do much of a charge actually. And I'll be capping the workshop over here in the farm, so not much of use except for the workshop for extra armor. And I bring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Najinata Samurais and 2 Nodachis and 1 Katana Samurai. So over here, he almost routed my Yari Cav over there. Suppressive fire, very dangerous. But I do manage to escape, and he'll be just doing what he can. And over here, my 2 Yari Cavs hit his Imperial Guard Cavalry, and amazingly, this Imperial Guard Cavalry doesn't rout. So it's kind of really weird how the battle systems work. It should have routed. I mean, I have Cav bonus. Besides 2 Yari Cav, should be able to take down a ranged gun Cav. So anyways, they might need to balance the cavalry issue in my opinion. But after I capture the dojos and workshops, I'm gonna realign my infantry line up here. And over here, these 2 Yari Cavs almost get sacked, can't route this Imperial Guard Cavalry, so he gets some nice shots with his Imperial Guard infantry. Tough units. So, what I do is, yeah, I am realigning my guys, so I can do a charge up here on the central hill. I don't want to charge right here, because I think these guys, these Armstrong guns could do some kind of shrapnel shots and can do much more damage, I think. I'm not sure about that. So I'm going to try to go here where the Armstrong gun isn't facing me on a direct charge. And so he pulls one of his Imperial Guard infantry down here, but he keeps the other ones over here because he's afraid of my Yari cavalry. But he will eventually bring another one over here and 1 other Imperial Guard infantry up here. And with these 2, they'll come later in the battle. So let me just talk about oh yeah, I just want to say that switching avatars for me and quite a lot of people is quite corrupted. So I couldn't use my old avatar, which makes even more disadvantageous for players who have corrupted and want to play their original Shogun 2. We can't switch it because if we switch it, the game crashes and then it doesn't work anymore. So I had to make a new avatar. And it was really hard in the beginning because without, he's taking shots over here, suppressive fire. Without Najinata Samurais, there is really low chance of winning. Fall the Samurai army as the battles get bigger too. It'll be even more harder because you need a lot of these Najinata Samurai. Their armor is like 9. Really high, and with the armory workshop you can get up to 11 or 10 or something like that. So it will be really hard if you have not unlocked the Najinata Samurai, and I really had a tough time in the beginning too. So after I got the Najinata Samurai, the battles became slightly more easier because these guys are more dependable. And also the Nodachis have the Banzai, so if you can unlock Nodachis, they'll help too, but they have low armor relatively, so they're not as effective in my opinion. I find myself mostly spamming Najinata Samurais, and I'll be charging up this hill, and pretty much what I can do here is just hit him with overwhelming infantry, but without my cavalry support over here that I'm doing a nice spread charge, without their support it will be really tough for me to break, maybe not even able to break. So this cavalry charge was pretty much necessary, and hitting them from the back like this is one of the greatest ideas ever. For campers like this, they don't have much mobility too, so well, unless he camped like really circlish around here, that would have been really difficult. If he camped a little bit closer, he would have had a much better chance. But what I could have done is, if he did that, then I can also camp too, because once you have all the buildings captured, you can pretty much just camp for 10 minutes, if you can wait that long, of course, and you'll win if he doesn't come down from the hill. But in my case, nah, I'm just gonna do this. I mean, I'm not gonna camp, so I'm gonna go up and then I just charge. I'm not wasting 10 minutes. So I do get a nice charge on these two, and it breaks the Imperial Guard infantry with more infantry support. And I'll send more and hit this Imperial Guard infantry, and this one will also get hit by my infantry. While I bring 2 Yari cavalry over here to reinforce this area, and soon I'll be trying to hit. I should have tried to hit his Armstrong guns, and I'll be also hitting his Imperial Guard cavalry soon to get rid of it. So over here we're just having I'm just backlashing in with my cav, trying to not let them fire on my infantry as best as I can. So you know, obviously it's always better to not let them hit, and always leave your guys in loose formations. Pretty obvious, so you know they get less damage. And yeah, I'm actually doing pretty good at this point, but he's doing pretty well too. But since I do have these much more cavalry, I am able to freely mobilize my guys a little bit more. So I'm just pretty much what I'm doing is just overpowering. It takes me like 3 guys to take down this Imperial Guard infantry, and then I charge my general into it for more support. And over here my guys were routing, but then with my Yari cavalry, my Najinata was able to hold on. And over here, my Katana Samurai is doing quite well against this Imperial Guard over there. And over here, I am fighting his general. I think he's general. Oh yeah, okay. I'm fighting his general, and I send one guy to attack his Armstrong guns, finally getting them out of the battle for good. So yeah, I pretty much have the upper hand at this point. You know, it wasn't easy, but you know, I managed to hang on. So what he did at this point was, he drop packed, and yeah, you know, drop packing hasn't decreased from what I noticed. I thought it got better, but I don't think it did at all. I've actually met like a lot of drop packers, but you know, I don't think CA is gonna really do anything about it, and I don't know if it's really fixable, but I hope they can like fix something for this like drop packing. It's quite annoying. But anyways, pretty much beat him, and if all the samurai armies aren't impossible to beat, so never think that it is impossible with a Shogun 2 original army. I did fine. As long as you can just bring a lot of guys, pretty much just what you need to do. Bring a lot of guys, but don't just ram them in. Always try to have map control, and you know, try to not waste your cavalry. Your cavalry is considerably weak compared to the Fall of the Samurai cavalry, and the infantry isn't that great either. So Fall of the Samurai, in my opinion, has the advantage on infantry and cavalry. So yeah, just if you're using the Shogun 2 original, try your best. Just use some kind of tactic like I did. You know, a lot of guys just wave formats. Even if they camp on this hill like this, there's always a way to bring them down. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you guys next time.